Hey guys, how's it going today? It's T-Mac here. We're making another video for my YouTube channel. My last couple of videos have been on NCAA. We're veering away from the NCAA a little bit as the season comes to an end. I don't like betting on games near the end of the season when there's extra incentives. I just like betting regular season when it's normal. There's no extra juice on every game. These near the end of the season here, teams are trying to make the tournament. Teams are trying to yeah, I don't know what it's really hard to gauge what some teams are trying to do. So like they're not normal circumstances. So I just like to not bet as much near the end of the season as it leads into the playoffs and the March Madness. I don't really bet a lot there. I like to bet during the regular season. So with that being said, we're gonna go to the NBA now, where they're at their halfway point in the season, just about. So I'm gonna really start zoning in on that. There's a lot of information from the first half that can carry over to the second half or that won't. So there's lots of time and lots of games in between now and the end of the NBA playoffs that we're going to hit. So I'm going to break down one game today. It's going to be the Charlotte Hornets versus the Minnesota Wolves. The Wolves are -6 at home. Start with Charlotte on the road. They're a 29-29 team ranked 18th. The Wolves are 30 and 27 ranked 15th. So they're very similar teams. Um, as Charlotte is on the road. So as a road underdog, they're 13-11. That's okay. A road team, they're 17-14. So they play good on the road, along with being the road underdog. And as an underdog in general, they play 22-17 ATS wise. So they're pretty good as the underdog and on the road. I don't know. I'm not sure if they play better at home, but I'm gonna guess that they play better on the road. And it's very rare to see that all the time. Teams that play better on the road than at home. It's really weird to think about it that way, but some of them do, and this is one of those teams that does. So we're gonna look at them a little more. And after a loss, they're 16-12. They just lost to Memphis their last game. Memphis is a very strong team, so they're gonna bring that sort of strength to this next game, I would assume. And as a 6 point underdog to a 6.5 point underdog, they're 2-3 versus spread, which isn't great. But when I look at those 5 games as a 2-3, they're all versus top 10 teams, and they're doing okay. A 2-3 versus top 10 teams that's okay. And what did I say? The Wolves, they're ranked 15th, so they were playing top 10 teams at 6.5, and now they're playing a 15 at 6.5. So I like the 6.5 makes sense right now. Um, until we further break it down, like I'm gonna roll with that. That's as soon as that hit me, that as soon as I saw that, that was the edge. So I'm gonna hang on to that for now, unless there's something that busted on the other side. But this is my one breakdown, so it's not gonna get busted. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the pick out right now at Charlotte at 6.5. So with Minnesota, they're pretty good. They're pretty good at home as well. So it's not gonna be a fucking easy. This could be a very this might be a very sharp line, but I think I'll be on the right side of it by a point or two, hopefully. Minnesota as a home favorite, they're 10-7. As a home team in general, they're 14-12, and as a favorite, they're 16-12. So they're in a good spot. Charlotte's in a good spot. Minnesota after a win, they're 13-16. Not as good after a win. Um, I don't have it written down who they won against, but as a -5 to a 6 point favorite, they're 4-1 against the spread. So that's really really good. As a -5 and 6, they win them by 20, 30 points. But those so 4-1, those 5 games, they were all against the shittiest teams in the league, being 26-30 ranked. So that makes sense. They beat up on the shitty teams. But now they're a +6 or a -6 versus a 18th ranked team. So Charlotte, they're not great. They're not a great team, but they're better than the fucking bottom 5 teams that Minnesota was ranked at -6. So it kind of makes sense to roll with Charlotte here at +6. When I look through the other data as well, I look at first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, NCAA's first half, second half. But Minnesota seems to play their best basketball in the first quarter. So, and they're at home. So I'm actually going to take Minnesota in the first quarter at -1.5. And then on the other side, I'm going to take Charlotte to cover the whole game at 6.5. I think it's at 6 now, but I think that's a really reasonable number for Charlotte to stay within. I think they could actually outright win the game. So we'll see what happens there. I also have 3 other picks, or what do we got? 2 other picks I like. I'm also on the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks at plus 4.5. I think that's come down to 3.5 or something now. But I'm on them, and I also have them first half money line. That's plus money. So I hope that hits. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm hopefully going to be able to make more here soon, because especially with the NBA, there's not as many games. I don't need as much time to cap the games. Call it it's almost builds anxiety just knowing that you have 80 games to go through, and you still have to try to pick, like, it's just a lot of information to go through, and you sometimes it can, you can get lost in a sea of numbers, and you can't find your way. So with the NBA, there's only limited amount of games every night. You can zone in a little better. And like I said, NCAA, it's a different time of year right now. And I had one guy who said there's 3 seasons within one in the NCAA, and I never really thought about it like that. I kind of unconsciously thought that, but I never really deeply thought about it. So we're now into that third season in the one season kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So it's a different time of year to be betting. Things are different, so I just like to stay away, and we're going to focus on the NBA for the next couple weeks. I hope you guys enjoy the video. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.